Hey, this is Jay here with Joe with Eno Supply. Welcome to another episode of our Worx Product Knowledge Series. In this episode, we're going to be going over everything demo heads. So let's get into it.
Heck yeah.
So demolition head. Is this only for demo? It looks like it.
I was about to say, it looks like you throw it at a wall a couple times, take some bricks down.
Hit some things, knock some bolts out.
No, the name's kind of deceiving. It is really used for everything. Really broad range. You can use it for demolition, mastic removal, even polishing.
Can you surface polish with this?
Surface polish, medium exposure, full exposure.
Because it looks really rigid.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this has got some flex to it.
Got some flex. Actually, it's
more so than other heads, like quite a bit more so than other heads, right? The way that this is constructed, we've got all of these different pins here connected to that bushing.
Yep.
So that top plate is actually able to bend and flex omnidirectionally. Right? A lot of other head systems are mounted through screws that are bolting them together, which, how does that allow that to flex?
Not much.
Just sort of just bidirectionally, right? So more of a chatter than actually riding with the contours of the floor. So this is like a actual suspension system.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
A big benefit too is putting these on your machines, you're able to then also get into our ready lock plates.
Right.
So ready lock plate, a lot of these machines coming out of the factory, you only have the ability to run 3 tools per head. Doesn't give you a lot of options to sort of manipulate the surface that you're working with and get the maximum production out of that machine. So putting this on a machine that's only able to run through 3 tooling ahead, getting into that ready lock system is a fantastic option. Same thing, if we're able to do this, we're also able to get into our resin plate system, right? Which then gives us a ton more customization as to like what we can be running. Same thing, a lot of manufacturers, the plates and heads that they have locks us into a proprietary tooling line, and we're not able to sort of switch out between other tools. Hopefully you're going to be running Worx Plus tooling underneath these, but that also gives us the option to get into what we talked about earlier in our last episode, right? Rip changes, speed, efficiency, customization, and not being locked into that. A lot of the other manufacturer resin plate options that they're putting onto their head, think, easy change or things like that, are actually very rigid too. So when we're running resins, we're wanting to have that flexibility to be able to go with the contours of the floor. So even though it's a demo head, it actually flexes quite a bit. So being able to have those customizations of that rip change to get more flex out of that plate as well, just gives us more options. What's the benefit of having the shear pins?
So shear pins are really beneficial because if you're running warehouses or something nasty and you end up hitting a bolt or hit something in the floor, they're actually made to break away instead of damaging the whole head. So you hit the bolt, these pins will actually shear off, and then these 3 bolts in the center are actually basically a safety mechanism for the plate.
These 3 right here?
Yep, so your pins shear off and then the plate stays in the middle right here instead of
throwing it
into other ones.
Create a domino effect. One plate goes flying, hits the next head.
Yep.
And if these are being driven by the outside, right, and these are hitting, we're shearing on the outside. All of our machines are the shaft and the mechanism internally, the mechanics of the machine are driving through the center. Right? So if we're going to have a part shear, we want that to be further away from the actual mechanism that's driving that machine to protect our equipment, right? So think of plates that are mounting on the center, whether it's that HTC, the butterfly, something?
I think it's a clover.
Clover? Yeah, it doesn't look much like a butterfly, but that center mechanism, having it shear at that center point is much more detrimental to that machine than actually having a wear part out here that shears. You just replace those and you're good to go. So another key feature of these is this is a fully rebuildable head, right? So I've run these on grinders for years and not had to replace them. They're extremely durable. All types of projects, right? Heavy demo, surface polishes, all of that. and they're still running. But eventually these cushions and springs will wear out and you need to replace them. This has already got a built-in feature where you've already got these built-in holes. Yep. So when you're ready to rebuild it, rather than throwing this whole head apart, which most manufacturers that have a product like this, it's a proprietary system. These are all just standard bolts and bushings. You go ahead, you take those bolts out, rotate that plate, and you already have your built-in second demo head in this. So for the price of one, you're essentially getting 2 of these built in. And I mean, you're talking about years and years of productivity. Oh, yeah. Not having to switch out heads. You don't have to change between flex heads to steel springs to, you know, whatever they're calling them now. This can do all of it. Really great option for, you know, just not being wasteful. Yeah. So I guess in summation, can do demo.
Can do demo.
Can do demo, but not just for demolition, right? So if you guys have any ideas for what we should actually be calling these, drop a comment, let us know. Maybe help us rename this tool so we can sort of get rid of the myth that these heads are only good for demolition. Run them for surface polish, salt and pepper, any type of finish. But yeah, let us know. What should we be actually calling these things? Cool. Well, thank you guys for joining us on another episode. Look forward to the next one. And yeah, let us know what you think of these. And if you've got any idea for names, drop it in the comments.
Okay.
Thanks.